So I've been doing these air layers on my lemon tree, and I realized we've been recording the results when the roots have come out, and someone wanted to see the process, so I'll try to do this quickly. I have so many on my lemon tree that we decided to do it on my Mexican lime tree because I've never done one on this tree, but here we go. So here's the first step is you take a sharp knife or razor blade and you want to just score all the way around. I think that would be about 1 millimeter deep, depending on how thick the bark is. And you want to make that about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, so you have enough roots to support the tree when it's time to cut it off. So what you do is a circle around the circumference in 2 spots. Be careful, and you want to do one line down the middle and kind of find a point to peel the bark back. As you see, that's what it should look like. And sometimes of the year it sticks a little more than others, and other times it'll just like kind of peel off all the way around really easy. I think I just about got it. Let's see. All right, that's close enough. Then you want to take your blade, knife, razor blade, whatever you're using. Yeah, you would just rough it up all the way around a little bit. Okay, I kind of pre-prepared a bag of peat moss. You want to saturate it and squeeze the excess water out. In this one, I'm going to use a Ziploc bag and have it facing up, so every 2 weeks I can kind of, if I have to, if it's really dry, I can open this and let the water go down a little bit. So just cut a slit in the bag. We'll use rope this time, or we can use tape. I don't know what we're going to use. So we want to take a little bit of rooting hormone. You can use aloe vera, honey, or no hormone at all, and it'll still work. I think this kind of speeds up the process a little bit, and that's pretty much all. But I've done it and forgot to use the hormone, and it worked just fine. So if you look here, you just want to kind of wrap that around the branch. I'm getting low on my rope, so I'm going to save that to stake up my other trees. Like that. Okay. Take your razor blade, poke a couple holes in it so the water can drain out. More than a couple. Good aeration. And the last step is to wrap this up with aluminum foil. Make the tree think it's really growing underground, so the roots will come out. You want to check this, maybe check it after 2 weeks and see how moist it is, and you can just run a hose over the top of the holes that you poked, or you can pull the Ziploc bag open. Let's show you another air layer that we did and the results. Another thing I didn't say is you can do this with a water bottle or any kind of saran wrap, anything you can do to keep the soil up against the edge. So here's an example on my lemon tree of how the roots look after. This is about 5 to 6 weeks ago I did this. And then I would cut it somewhere down here. Remove that tree. Also, you'll see a bunch of lemons on the branch that we're cutting off. You want to remove most of those. I think you can get away with leaving 1 or 2. Cut over here. Here's an example of one that we did for my neighbor using a soda bottle or water bottle, and every few weeks you can put water at the top there. So as you can see, the roots there are well established. The tree, I cut it down and trimmed it. I took off most of the lemons. You're gonna pot this in a 5-gallon pot for about a month or 2. And after that, it can go ahead and go in the ground. Once you pull it off, you want to soak it in a bucket. This one's ready to go. It's been soaking for 2 days. Usually I leave about 1 inch. This part here, below the air layer, I leave about 1 inch. And once you put that in a pot or in the ground, that part tends to produce roots as well. And like I said, you want to pluck a couple of the lemons off, especially the large ones, but I like to leave 1 or 2 so they can see that they have a clone of my lemon tree here. Don't mind the white powder, that's diatomaceous earth. It kind of helps control the ants and the spiders. That's it. Any questions, leave them in the comments and give me a couple days to respond.